It's the wild places that I love the most. Jungles are the wildest places. The exception being maybe under the ocean. But we can't really exist there without artificial means. Jungles are so crazy. I've been in a few now. I've been to the Amazon. I've been to jungles in Thailand, jungles in Mexico. This is Central America. This is Belize, a tiny country, home to the Mayan people. It's so beautiful. You know, growing up in rural Alaska as a kid, I had hundreds of square miles right out my doorstep. Wow, look at these mosquitoes are eating me. And I would just spend hours, days, just exploring, just walking around, playing pretend, collecting bones. It's the wild places I love the most. I feel most at home. Solitary, quiet. You can just walk through the trees. The only sound is maybe your breathing, maybe your footsteps. Jungles are pure chaos. It's like being inside of a living, breathing animal. I feel like that's what it is. It's like a thing unto itself. It's like a whole thing. It's like none of the parts are really separate. Everything is connected, every living thing. These plants are growing into each other, feeding on each other. You can hear things crashing down all the time from the foliage. Sometimes you hear creatures moving around. You don't see them that often unless you come up on them. I know I'm being watched all the time. But it's like being inside of an animal. It's like humid and hot, and I'm just so sweaty. Glass is fogging up all the time. I was just thinking about, walking around. How do you photograph chaos? Because that's what it is. It's pure chaos. I mean, not that there isn't an order to it. There's like a deep order. There's like a deep hierarchy, I think. But it's somehow perceptible yet beyond our perception, beyond our comprehension, like the inside of our own body. We sort of know how it works. Our science has advanced that far, but it's so much more than that. I feel like this place senses you in like a deep level, like you would sense if, like, you ever stab yourself with a pencil and you get a piece of pencil lead stuck under the skin and your body can feel it. I feel at once a part of this place, yet separate from it. You can't capture what it feels like to be in a jungle like this with a photograph. At least I can't. It seems to elude me. Maybe I'm not skilled enough. Like maybe it's not about skill. I don't know what it is. Been mostly carrying this around. I hate even talking about this stuff, but I'm gonna, just because I'm gonna show you some of my work. This S5 2X, blacked out, tilted cage. This Voigtlander 35mm 1.2 lens. It's a rangefinder lens. I have it adapted on here. I love this. I shoot in 65 by 24 uber widescreen. I'm using the camera's internal real-time LUT. I've got this LUT that's designed to look like the movie. It makes the images look like the movie Suicide Squad, but it works in a jungle, and I just love the LUT. It's so cool. That's as technical as I'm getting. There's going to be some other photographs in here from some other cameras. The GH7 that's recording me now. Quite a few G9 II photos. Different aspect ratios. I'm sharing it all. I'm dumping it all. A whole bunch of video shot with the GH7. Most of it. I'm trying to sum up what this place is, what it feels like, what it means to me. I know that I will fail. I know that I will. I love being here. It's difficult. Swarms of mosquitoes, glass is fogging up all the time. It's hard, jungles are hard. Everything is trying to eat you. Everything is fighting to survive. This is like nature uncensored. I'm wearing snake gaiters. They're just hard material wrapped around my shins and ankles. There's a lot of deadly snakes here. Fer-de-lance, coral snakes. We see them quite often. There's jaguars and pumas and things like that, but they're not really a danger. I don't worry about them. They're here, they're very close. We've seen tracks within minutes of places that we've passed. But you don't see those animals. They know you're around long before you know they're around, and they're probably watching sometimes. It's cool, it's cool. We're in their house. Respect them. I'm gonna get going, I might be back later. I am so endlessly fascinated by the leafcutter ants. Like, I could just film and photograph leafcutter ants all day, every day. I'm obsessed with them. Look how cool this is. Look at this. Now, what you can't see, and what I'm going to show you, is that this trail of ants leads deep down this jungle path, like maybe for 100 yards. I don't know where the end is, but I've seen these paths go for, like a quarter of a mile or something through the jungle. It's nuts. And here's where they end. it's just so neat. Nature is so badass. I've seen big, like underground complexes of these things, and you see all these holes where they're coming and going, and you stomp on the ground, and these like army ants come out, and they're like much bigger, and they're badass. They're like little tank ants. They're like ready to kick ass. I'm looking at this long line of these things, and it's so cool. It's so hard filming in the jungle. It's so sweaty and steamy, and you know, the light comes and goes. There's patches of light, patches of darkness. I'm just walking. These ants are still going. It's crazy. Okay, look, check this out. Way down there's where I came from. The ants are still stretching this way. Way down there's where I came from. Way out of sight of my gear. Just thousands of ants just trucking, carrying these leaves through the jungle. It's so amazing. Yes. It's the wild places that I love the most. Go find a wild place and get lost in it. Don't delay. I'll see you soon.